Hey guys, Joel here, Grey Wolf TV, back with more reactions of Fringe. We're on to episode 7 of season 4. The last episode was kind of sad with the guy who had pretty much lost his wife to Alzheimer's and created a time bubble from her equations to be able to bring her forward from 4 years ago. Bit more hubris going on there, just like Walter, I think. However, it's also let Peter know, he actually stated it at the end of the episode, I need to get back to my Olivia and my Walter, because clearly whatever this is, wherever this is, I don't fit in, and I agree with him. I don't know if this is his place or whether it isn't. I'm still not 100% convinced that this timeline that's been reset, whether he should be here or not, I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to carry on, find out what happens next. This is episode 7.
Olivia Dunham?
Yes.
This is their last refill, so have your doctor call in a new prescription for next time. So good night.
Hey.
All right.
This is bizarre.
Well, I was on my way home, and I only live a few blocks from here. Walk. I had a migraine, and fresh air helps. You?
Confirmed.
As far as
Migraine.
24-hour dining goes, this place is better than most.
I'm almost there. I took the shortcut behind the theater.
All right. You okay?
No. I feel like I'm being followed. It's okay. I'm here. I'm alive? The hell was that? What?
Oh, I saw it.
I'm assuming you didn't look like this before you left for the night?
No, he didn't.
No.
Walter's gonna love this.
So you shot at nothing?
I was just spooked is all. I don't even know how I'm going to begin to file a report for this case.
Well, we'll take care of that if you just tell us what you saw.
I didn't see anything exactly.
Can I ask you something? All the things that we see, like this, does it ever get to you?
Yes. Well, who do you talk to?
No one.
No one. I'm starting to think that that's weird.
He's making himself invisible. Okay, that's a neat trick. Did he take another elevator? Something's alright here.
Hi. How's the morning treating you?
Pretty good in yourself?
Not too bad. Glad the hot weather's starting to turn.
There's a mucus-like substance on the body, a residue. They're chromatophore cells. You find them in octopi, chameleons. Cells that have the ability to translocate pigment in the body.
Ah.
Certain creatures use to blend into their backgrounds.
According
What?
to this, the blood sample we found at the crime scene belonged to a baby born on July 26, 1989 at Parkview Hospital in New York. And he died 4 days later, July 30th, 1989.
Baby boy Bryant, born 26 July 1989.
Gosh, they didn't even give him a proper name.
Infant born with an unclassified genetic variant. Over 10 specialists examined him. No one could diagnose him.
Can you tell us what you remember about baby boy Bryant?
When Dr. West held him up, the lights in the OR burned his skin.
Wow.
We had to put him in a special ward with no windows and no lights. So when Dr. West told me that the baby had died, I was relieved that he wasn't suffering anymore.
What is it?
I've never told anyone this. As they carried him out, I thought I heard him cry.
It's been years since I heard that name.
Well, we have reason to believe that Cyprox Inc. abducted an infant from a hospital 22 years ago.
I'm afraid your suspicions are true. But this same genetic deformity made him suitable for some genetic experimentation. The nature of the boy's cellular abnormality allowed those cells to be implanted into his system, making him able to blend into his surroundings.
Eugene.
Well, that's what the researchers called him. Eugene, short for unknown genetic disorder.
His entire life, he didn't have a proper name.
No. I've got this backwards.
He died. And as you can imagine, it was impossible to prove.
Sorry it took Broyle so long to sign off on this stuff.
I was starting to get worried.
For all your help the other day, I'm surprised he didn't give you a badge.
Thank you for treating me like a human being. I haven't been getting that a lot lately. I appreciate it.
Alt universes, different timelines. Olivia says that eventually all of this will seem run-of-the-mill. Frankly, I'm having a hard time believing. It's insane how none of this phases her. You and Olivia, back where you came from.
Yeah, we are.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
No. It's okay. The Olivia you're talking about, that's not my Olivia.
Walter, do you think that Eugene is trying to make himself visible?
Yes.
He's killing people in order to steal their...
Because I thought he was doing the opposite.
Is that even possible?
Don't know.
Possible, of course. And that's how Eugene's chromatophores are absorbing the victim's pigment. But to overcome what's been done to him would require a considerable amount of pigment.
Yeah.
Walter, are you saying that if I'm right...
Yes.
It's going to be more.
I'm afraid you'll be finding a lot more victims.
Yeah.
I have two pieces of news. First, he's dying.
Who's dying, Walter?
A suspect. Well, the condition he was born with was killing him. And if he is now attempting to reverse what was done to him, to make himself normal, or what was normal to him, then he is in effect committing suicide.
Okay, well that doesn't change things. We still have to find him.
Well, how do we find something we can't see?
That was the second thing I had to tell you. Ultraviolet light. Come on, Yoko, where are you?
What?
She's been there the whole time?
That was Broyle's. They found another body.
Yeah, I'm like, but...
I was just starting my shift when I saw the body. I'd know what it was at first, all pale and white.
This is going to sound odd. Even though you didn't see anyone, did any of the exterior doors open on their own?
What are you looking for?
A ghost?
Lieutenant Royals, the last floor is evacuated.
Have they been instructed to leave their doors open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shut it down. Everything but the elevators.
You could be hiding it anywhere.
You gotta sit.
Jesus, that made me jump. No, she's fell down a hole. Oh!
Help me, please.
You understand right now how important it is to be seen. It's because I have value to the military, and they don't want the long-lost experiment 69545 to self-destruct. All my life, I've been watching them live theirs. To be looked upon by the right person. To connect. And to see in their eyes kindness.
There's a scientist who I work with for the FBI. He works out of a Harvard lab. Now, if anyone can hope to undo what they have done to you...
I lived my life in a lab. I am not going back.
If you...
Looks like you were right. He was trying to cure himself.
This isn't about curing himself. This is about being seen.
I thought you weren't coming today.
She can see him.
I see you every day.
It's working.
I thought you might have caught the cold that's been going around.
My name is Eugene.
I'm Julie.
He's just got a longing for contact. Only person who's ever looked at him. Oh, wow. Is that it? Yeah.
All he wanted was to be like everyone else. But how could he? He'd never be like anyone else, not after what they did to him. Do you think that it's possible the cortexiphan trial stunted my emotions?
Find out where you belong. Find your own place in this world.
But shouldn't I know where that is by now? We can put this case on the list of things that makes it hard for you to sleep.
That list is getting longer.
Leave the hair down. Oh. What? Who the hell are you?
She's not going to remember the last 2 hours anyway. When she wakes up, she's going to have one hell of a headache.
Ah. Fringe. What are you doing? What the hell was that? Okay, let's just talk about the end bit first. What is Nina doing? And what did they just pump her full of? So that explains the migraines, because he just said she won't remember the last couple of hours, she'll wake up with a headache. So we know what that is. What they're doing. What are they actually doing to her? I'm just trying to think what they're actually doing and why Nina's involved. Okay, maybe I'm not meant to know yet. I need to think about that a bit more. We'll go back to the actual episode. That was quite an interesting episode because it was a Fringe case, but it wasn't. It turned into a Fringe case because of what he'd become, but he was born that way. He wasn't experimented on and genetically altered. They just took him as a baby because, as same as always, the company that was involved, it was part of Massive Dynamic, but before it was Massive Dynamic, or Calvin Genetics, obviously saw something where they could weaponize what, not him, but what he represented, what he was, and it would have lots of military applications, because if you could send soldiers into battle that can't be seen, you can wipe out the enemy in seconds. So he's experimented on from that point, and then the fire, I wonder if the fire, she didn't actually say, Nina, when it was, how many years after that was. I wonder if the fire was him to escape, or was he still too small to do that? I don't know. But he spent his whole life being completely isolated, living on a planet on his own, full of people who can't see him. That is a death sentence in itself. So him deciding to find a way to make himself visible, even though he probably knew it was going to end up killing him, was his only escape. He just wanted to be seen. It was kind of sad. The thing that Olivia's mentioned with these cortexiphan trials, because we know they shut them down very quickly here, and she never learned to use all the powers that we know she has. But regardless of that, she's concerned that he stunted her some way. But she still wears dark clothing. She still blends in. But she feels as though there's something wrong with her as well. I still cannot decide. Is this the correct timeline? Is it the correct universe? I think it's the right world. I think it is actually. I'm starting to think it is actually the correct timeline, and it's as it was meant to be without Peter existing. He is the anomaly that's not meant to be here. So how he's supposed to undo a timeline that's skewed into a different line, a different tangent, how do you get back from that to go to the other timeline? You'd have to go back to the original event. So I don't know. I have no idea, and I do not know how the writers are going to fix this, if ever they are going to fix it. I'm presuming they're going to, and how they're going to write that into the story. I don't know. So I'm intrigued as to where it's going, because we're only a few episodes into season 4 so far. But I quite enjoyed that episode. That was very, very good, because it was nothing that had been done to anybody. Walter or William Bell weren't involved. It was just a baby who was born with a genetic abnormality. They tried to take advantage of it. It got shut down, and this guy, Ollie, popped up on the grid because he started killing people to try to cure what he was born with. Right, I think that will do. And we'll see what the heck is going on with Olivia here, and why suddenly Nina... I remember back in season 1 me going, I don't trust this Nina, I think she's dodgy. And it turned out she wasn't. Clearly this one is. Food for thought. Right, be back with episode 8 in the next few days, guys. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please post your comments down below, and don't forget to see more episodes of Fringe. Best way to do that is to hit the subscribe, turn your notifications on. That way you'll know when there's another one available. And I'll see you for that one next time. Take care.